Leo, hello. This is going to be a reading for the full moon that we're having tonight. Full moon in Scorpio. It's also a lunar eclipse. So, based on this, I have the general cards up here for this reading. So, Leo, full moon, surrender to the divine. Conclusions are within reach. That's for the eclipse card. Breathe through the tension and release. It's time to release negativity. So, the full moon is a perfect time for forgiveness and releasing. I always recommend to write down at least three people or things that you want to forgive and write down all the things and negative things in your life that you want to release that no longer serve you. And then I want you to burn it. So burn it outside in a fire pit, in a burning bowl, in the kitchen sink, somewhere that obviously is fireproof and will be a safe place to burn it. But burning is one of the best things you can do because it just releases it to the universe and lets the universe do the work after that, okay? After writing out your forgive and release list, I want you to write a gratitude list, okay? And you can burn that as well, or if you want to keep it to look at it over and over and just remember all the things you're grateful for. It can be things as simple as being grateful for your hair or your fingernails or having all your limbs or a safe place to live, electricity, water, anything like that. It can also be bigger things or things that you want to manifest into your life. You know, it's good to act as if you already have it so that the universe can provide. Something else that's good to do on a full moon is like I said, based on what I said about release. It's also good to cry. And with this being in the full moon in Scorpio, there might be a lot of tensions in your relationships or partnerships, workplace, anything to do with other people or people that you love. So your emotions might be being affected by that. This says to breathe through the tension. So let out a good cry if you need to. That's only going to benefit you. Okay, everybody needs to cry once in a while. All right, Leo. So I start with my animal spirit tarot. I'm sorry, just animal spirit oracle. You all got the dolphin. Play. So swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom and go with the flow. All right, so maybe it's time to play a little more, Leo. Um, Breathe through the tension, release the negativity, and remember to play, to do things that you find joy in, things that make you happy. Be around people that make you happy. And try to find some harmony within those relationships, because like I said, there might be some high tension in the air right now. Also, Scorpio full moon is a good time to work on your shadow side. Your first card is subtle energy, and you got that for the surrender to the divine card, subtle energy. So you could be feeling something already. It could have started a few days ago before the actual full moon started, or it could start now, but you're definitely feeling and need to recognize the subtle energies around you or subtle energies that are pushing you towards something or telling you that you need to release it from your life, okay? We're all at a big turning point here. This full moon eclipse indicates that conclusions are within reach, which means if there's a conclusion, there's going to be a new beginning to something. We have adapt. So that came out under the conclusions are within reach card. You got adapt. And what that really tells me is like what I just said. This new beginning that's arriving is going to bring you major change, major transformation. You might be at a major turning point in your life, but just remember to live in happiness, live in confidence, live in joy, and you'll easily adapt to this new change. You'll have to breathe through the tension and release any negative feelings you may have towards it or any negative feelings that it brings up. Possibly fear. A lot of us deal with fear, especially when we're facing a major turning point in our life. A lot of fear will come up because we are often afraid of change. So just keep that in mind and keep pushing forward, okay? What do we have for Leo for breathe through the tension? Leo. Messages for Leo for breathe through the tension. Thank you. We had listen. So that goes in with this subtle energy card coming out under the surrender to the divine. The divine is going to be sending you subtle messages, and you just have to listen, okay? Breathe through any tension you may be facing and listen, because the universe is going to provide you with the answers that you need. And last we have, oh, that's too many. What else do we have for Leo? For it's time to release negativity. Advice for this full moon in Scorpio, please, for Leo. Thank you. Lastly, we have instinct. All right, so instinct. It's time to release negativity, and you may need to follow your instincts on that, whether it be following your instincts on things that you know you need to let go of. Definitely full moon energy here. Surrender to the divine and listen. Follow your instincts on where the universe is trying to guide you or put your attention, okay? Next, we have a Mystic Oracle deck, just as more of a energy for the reading or special message from the universe. All right, what message do you have for Leo for this full moon in Scorpio? All right, beautiful. So we have taking back your power, and that is the number 35, which breaks down to the number 8, which is the number of money exchange, um, abundance, anything material related. So taking back your power. The water lily is an ancient symbol that signifies hope, right here, rebirth and purification. So conclusions are within reach. Adapt, listen, and follow your instincts. You're taking your power back, Leo. Always remember that you are a powerful sign. People love you, and you're going to be taking this power back, and it's really going to give you the change that you needed, the next phase in your life that you've been working toward. It's all coming to you now. This is you reaching for the light. The lily roots are buried deep in the mud, which symbolizes your earth life. The beautiful flowers emerge from the water and reach towards the sky, embodying your yearnings to connect with your higher self. In this image, the woman's soil is being tethered by pillars because she is not expressing her needs. Part of keeping yourself small can be a hesitancy to speaking your truth. Instead, you stay silent in an effort to keep the peace and minimize conflict. Speaking up means being true to yourself and taking back your power. Maybe you are scared of making a mistake, of making some changes, or of finding yourself alone. The taking back your power card appears when you need to say something you've been wishing to verbalize for a long time. Remember who you truly are, for your soul knows that if you speak your truth, you will not only survive, but you will thrive. Express how you feel even if you are scared or you run the risk of losing your spirit. This card may also indicate a situation in which you have stayed silent for too long, walking on eggshells for fear of upsetting another person. It is time to take back your power and say something. So the recommended action for this card for this full moon is to use the symbol of the water lily as encouragement to speak your truth and acknowledge how you really feel. Follow your instincts. When you speak up, you honor your soul. If you don't speak up, you stay underwater and you cannot shine true light. So that kind of goes with this dolphin card too. See, they're not staying underwater. Dolphins don't always stay underwater. They need to come up and be in the sunshine and breathe, okay? All right. Next I have my questions tarot. I like to pull some of these, especially on full moons and new moons, times when I like to give you questions to prompt and think about when you journal or forgive and release this evening. So what do we have for Leo? What questions does Leo need to reflect on or bring attention to, please? Message for Leo for this full moon. Thank you. Queen of Pentacles, Leo. What situation in your life do you hold value to? What situation in your life do you hold value to? Recommend writing this down in your journal or on a piece of paper somewhere, just so that you can reflect on this stuff tonight. What situation in your life do you hold value to? Next message for Leo, full moon eclipse, please. Thank you. We have the Knight of Wands. That's under the Adapt card, and the conclusions are within reach. This is also fire energy. So, Leo, what are you passionate and motivated about in your life? What are you passionate and motivated about in your life? What else for Leo, please? Oh, Six of Wands, Leo energy. Are you ready to be recognized for all of your efforts and achievements? So, whatever you're working toward, I mean, these are beautiful cards. Taking your power back, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. The Six of Wands is a victory card, and it's also Leo energy. So, that's a major synchronicity here. Are you ready to be recognized for all of your efforts and achievements? What do you need to work on within yourself? What tensions do you need to release and breathe through in order to obtain what you're working towards? Lastly, we have Temperance. That's a Sagittarius card. If you have Sagittarius anywhere in your chart or people around you, what situation in your life is asking you to have patience and determination? So release that negativity, breathe through the tension, listen to the universe, and follow your instincts. And figure out what situation in your life is asking you to have patience and determination. Because yeah, with temperance, that brings balance, and that brings balance within your emotions too. So by releasing that negativity and such, this full moon, and burning it, you're going to find some balance in your life, Leo. Lastly, we close out with a message from the Angels of Abundance here. I usually draw two from here. What message do you have for Leo for this full moon Scorpio eclipse? Scorpio full moon eclipse, message for Leo. Thank you. First, you have obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. That's exactly what I was saying here. Stay centered in gratitude and ensure your flow of abundance continues. So, like I said, once you do that forgive and release ceremony tonight, once you burn it, write down a gratitude list and focus on that, okay? Last message for Leo. Last message for Leo, please. Last message for Leo. Thank you. We have block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention, so it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. All right, Leo, that's all I have for you for the full moon and Scorpio reading. Take whatever resonated with you and remember, just leave the rest. Do work on your forgive and release tonight. Burn that, replace it with a gratitude list, and set your intentions and visualize what it is that you're working on and adapting to because you're at a turning point, okay? Listen, follow your instincts, know that you're going to be successful, Leo, always, okay? See you next week.